So the second one I'm going to talk about is Jnana Sakthi. In India, we believe that knowledge is supreme. There's no substitute. Now, the examples, as you can follow me, I'm talking about very specifically on these applied in innovation, being a smart engineer to a smart inventor. But this can be applied to any domain, right? I can talk about this very specifically in talking about a skill of operational excellence. Now, let's say if I'm talking about the knowledge part. To innovate, a subject matter knowledge is required. If I don't have a subject matter knowledge and I'm just having only a knowledge how to invent, it's just like having a gun and just shooting all around. I know how to shoot. But if I have the subject matter knowledge, then I know very specifically where to shoot. So what we are talking about is when the knowledge of Jnana is not just your subject matter expert. That's given. It's there. Otherwise, I don't think any company would have anyone or any one of you would be doing your job as what you're doing. But there's one step beyond that we need to talk about how to be innovative. That's the knowledge again. That's an area where I play very much. So the fundamental knowledge is looking at the knowledge of what as a subject and the knowledge of innovation. If I talk about operational excellence, the knowledge of operational excellence. If I talk about a leadership trainer, I talk about the knowledge of the leadership part, but connected with the business part. The second important thing is a mentor is very critical. I have mentors. I had mentors in my career. Even now I have. What mentor does? Mentor tells you what not to do. Because they had already gone through that process of exploring and burning their hands. And they would say, better not do that. In my earlier role, since I was doing a deployment across the entire affiliate organization, I reached out to my business head, the corporate operational excellence leader. I had a rhythm with him. I used to share what the problems are. I used to share what the potential solutions are. And I would ask him, does it make sense? Or does he advise something? What not to do? That's important because they tell you what not to do because they have seen it. The third important point is the language of business. It's very critical. You need to understand what is the business model, the business that you're in. Because unless someone understands the business model and the business, that becomes a very fundamental basis on how each one works. If I talk about a trainer, if I were to talk about an entrepreneur, if I were to talk about an entrepreneur, each one needs a very clear understanding of the business models. Unless someone doesn't understand it, they can't able to excel in it. So what I'm talking about, some of these which I feel are very critical, but I'm sure as each one of you quite experienced here would share your own points. I would be happy to hear your points on this.